Disclaimer. Depending on what your definition of what a versus truther is, I may or may not be qualified to speak on this topic, but I'm going to anyway, because I love Final Fantasy Versus XIII. And I think that's a pretty common sentiment. The year is 2006, E3 is alive and kicking, and you're peeing your pants because you just witnessed the announcement of not one, but 3 new Final Fantasy games as part of the Fabula Nova Crystallis subseries. Mainline title Final Fantasy XIII, mobile game Agito 13, and the mysterious, dark Versus XIII. You, along with many other JRPG fans, are thrilled to see a more mature Final Fantasy game, and the aesthetic is tickling the edgy parts of your brain just right. Little did you know, this promising title wouldn't come to light for another decade, after a development cycle resulting in a far different product than what you initially expected. For as long as the release was pushed back though, those excited for Versus XIII held tight to eagerness and expectations. Even to this day, many of us ponder the what-ifs, create content based on the concepts presented to us during the early marketing phases, and banter about Versus XIII. Why is that? Why are we so attached? My guess is it has to do with longing. Myself, and I reckon a good portion of you watching this video, were in a completely different stage of life when Versus was announced. Young, starry-eyed, maybe watching Linkin Park A&Bs in our spare time. These were better days for a lot of us. Versus is in a way a relic of that time. We aged alongside the snippets we got from interviews and the trailers that trickled out, yearning for the day we'd get to play this dark, beautiful, mysterious, bloody game. It was a different flavor of Final Fantasy that appealed to franchise fans and newcomers, and it still does. Take the reactions to the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts Remind as proof.
What is going on?
What is going on? I don't
What?
What in the world?
What is going on?
His eyes.
Sora, I need some answers.
Dead, I don't think, but
Oh, come on!
Sora doesn't get together with Kyrie at the end. And
No way! No way! No!
Okay, wait, it's
No! No way! Final Fantasy
Versus
Versus 13!
Where Noctis
Oh
is sitting
my
in the
God.
area, are being escorted by someone.
Very
Nomura's
good.
Nomura's trying to act like
In a good way, I mean, but still, what is going on?
Yeah, we didn't forget, and Nomura certainly didn't. Aside from our ongoing longing for what Versus could have been, there's also the mystique of it all. We never knew what was originally intended, and we may never know. Even sources disclosing the official plot are dubious. As fans, we have and continue to pose theories, draw connections, and put the few pieces we have together in ways that make sense. Or, heck, they don't even have to make sense. It is fiction after all. Our curiosity has continued to thrive throughout the years, with a recent uptick induced by the clear references in Kingdom Hearts 3, and by extension Melody of Memory. Versus is alluring in its mystery, and honestly, given the tone of the initial pitch, it's fitting. Penultimately, I want to talk about 2 characters, our leads. The Noctis we see in the initial Versus XIII is different from the one we see in Final Fantasy XV. He seems more aloof, more sleepy, and more, well, 2006. That's not to say some things didn't carry over, but there's an obvious difference here. We also have Stella, who was cut entirely. Stella's influence is especially intriguing considering that she's only had a couple of minutes of screen time ever. However, in that time she forms the foundations of a bond with Noctis, introduces a couple of lore elements, and prepares to square up against the protagonist of the game, all while rocking the fit. They're smiling, frowning, the buds of romance or at least friendship, and contention all in just a few scenes. Stella got people even more invested in the events of Versus XIII, leading to the scenes we see in some of the trailers, as well as her relationship with Noctis. Even since her removal from the narrative, she's had this almost haunting presence. She's living in our minds and hearts, comfortably and rent-free. And if parallel-based inferences are to be believed, she may just return, albeit with a different look and probably even name. In conclusion, people are attached to Versus XIII for multiple reasons, whether it be this, or this, or Prompto's soft hair, or the life-changing experience of hearing Somnus for the first time, or any number of other reasons. It's an old friend at this point, and let's be honest, it's just really fucking cool. Even though the game we were introduced to way back when may never see the light of day in its original form, it's still a really good time to be a Versus fan. Golly gee, you made it to the end. Thank you. Today's tea is... psych, it's not tea. It's hot chocolate. I have some Swiss Miss in my cabinet. Nothing special, but it really hits on a cold day. Today's question is... what is your favorite moment from any Versus 13 trailer? I think I'll have to go with Noctis and Stella getting ready to face off. Well, that's all for now. Till next time.